Okay.
So let me ask you, give me one example of, give me examples of your worst and your probably best experiences with dating. Contrast them.
Contrast them. I would say, again, I live in Lagos, so context is Nigerian guys living and working in Lagos. And I have to say, it's fun dating them because when, like, we like to spend money as Nigerians. We go out a lot, and I like going out. So
Okay.
it's fun. I would say it's fun. There's always somewhere to go. It's fun, right? That's that. There was. I remember there was a guy that I went on a date with, and I think it was one of the apps. On his profile, said he was 6'1" or something. And of course, I saw 6'1" now. My eyes were doing. So it's maybe like 6 years ago or so. Yeah, it was 6'1". So I was really looking forward to, I dressed nice. We got to the restaurant, and I remember I was coming from work, so I wasn't like wearing it wasn't even 3 inches. I was wearing maybe 2-inch heels. And Furuke, I was taller than this guy.
Wow.
As soon as I saw him, I was over it. Like, I was over it. I remember texting my friend like, okay, at what point is it
early
good to get up and go? Because, bruh, it's one thing to, why are they out there lying about their height?
It's very evident once I see you.
Evident.
Yes.
Yeah, but apparently you can tell how tall a person is from their pictures. I didn't know. But yeah, I was catfished.
Oh, bummer.
And that was, as soon as I got in my car, blocked him, and that was it. Yeah.
So have you had one that was really good, and you were very hopeful that this could have turned, apart from the guy that just did not dropped off the surface, of the one that's dead to you?
Yeah, I have gone out with a couple of guys. There was a guy that we ended up seeing each other a couple of months.
Oh.
He was younger, and it was fun. And I think what I enjoyed most about that, he was very open with his feelings and stuff. It wasn't cagey. It wasn't, it was very transparent with how he felt, so it felt very freeing at the time. Because, Nigerian men don't talk about anything that's going on with them.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was an enjoyable time. He was fun, he was playful, until it wasn't.
Do you mind telling us what happened?
Yeah, he said he had an exam he needed to focus on, and he didn't have time to be dealing with me and this thing. So I wished him good luck in his exam,
and that was it. Crazy. Crazy. Because it's like, why go on the dating app if you're not ready? Like, what exactly are you doing?
So in this particular instance, I feel like maybe, again, honestly, I feel like people are on the dating apps just for sexual relations. Because just as you meet married people in real life when you go out, they're all on the dating apps, every single one of them. Like, the chances that you would match with a man that is married is very high.
Do you think they're using their real names?
Probably.
Hey,
probably.
So maybe every married woman needs to go to some dating app to go and be searching if their husbands are on the...
Remember when, I think it was on our podcast when we asked that if one of the Chiomas had said that she had seen her friend's husband, or a couple of her friends.
I remember that.
Friends' husbands.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not uncommon.
Okay, when you guys were talking about, would you tell the friend and all that? I remember that.
It's not uncommon. It's not uncommon to... I remember when I first started working at the Big Four. I think I was still on the apps at that time, and I remember seeing one of the directors in another unit, and I showed my friend. I was like, of course he's married. So can you just imagine swiping on the dating apps and seeing one of your partners? Like, it's just... So again, people on the apps, the people that have found love and found marriage on the apps,
Good for them.
Yeah, I'm so happy for them, but more often than not, it's for sex. If you are looking for just sex, you would. It's that's just what I get from it, or I got from it. That's what I didn't get from it, but
Right.
that's what. Yeah,
And that's
it's
why
just-
you are no longer doing that.
Yes,
I get it.
because it feels like a posturing to show that, hey, I'm not here for hookup, oh, I'm here like for real, and like me, and I like what you like. It's just too much. Like I'm the prize.
You're the prize, girl. You're the prize.
Yeah.
Well, this has been fun.
Yes, it has.
I really enjoy having you on this show and just you being open enough to tell me about this, to talk to me about it. I love it. I appreciate it. And to tell even my viewers about it as well. I really, really appreciate it.
I mean, not single, I be a no cute person. So, I think also one of the reasons why I feel, because I have to tell you, talking about it, it has felt like I've had to come out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I had to get out of my head about it because I'm like, it's not a sin or a crime or a curse to want to be partnered up. Like it's just, I mean, it would be nice if it like happened like that, but it's not a crime.
No.
If we again. Now, single I be a no cute person. And if it doesn't happen, at the end of the day, after the lesson Jesus. I mean, how do you say? We'll all meet at the feet of Jesus with no spouse. We'll meet as one. So
There's no marriage in heaven.
There's no marriage in heaven. So it would be nice for you to have. Otherwise, man, when we see Jesus, we greet him.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. Yeah, I totally agree because sometimes we put ourselves under undue pressure and then it becomes the focal point of everything in our lives, and it's very easy to get caught up in that. And sometimes I don't want to talk about things like that because it's easy for someone to say, it's easy for you to say. You're married, so it's easy for you to say that. But so I mean I cannot not understand somebody's pain because at some point whatever you want at that point in time becomes the focal point of your life. Depending on what you're looking for, you can't really minimize how somebody feels about it. But I'm glad that you are in a space where you want it, but it's not the be all and end all. It's like, you know what, if I get it, I would really love to, because marriage can be sweet. It really can be sweet. Truly. And some can be horrific too. You can lose yourself in some marriages too, and it becomes very toxic. So it's for God to connect us with a real person whenever that time is, So I am glad that you are not in a space where it's like, so
do or die.
Yeah. So I mean,
I'll kill you
for
first.
those people who are waiting on the Lord for their own partners, you heard it from Damilola. Nah, single I be an old cute person, So it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's gonna happen when it's gonna happen. I think that you need to put yourself out there, guys. Don't be like Damilola and not put yourself out there. Oh yeah, put yourself out there now, Damilola. Tell us, what are you looking for in a man?
Okay. I'm looking for a tall man.
Okay.
Like I said previously, a kind man.
Okay.
Emotionally
I
available.
see a mood board on your phone. What's going on?
Yes, so earlier this year, honestly, it started as a joke. I created a mood board actually, I think it was on my birthday. We even did scenario planning. So we came up with like specific things about, the kind of man that I would like.
Okay.
That I would probably work better with. So, I have I have 5 categories that I've put these qualities in. They are non-negotiables, must-have, preferable, open to, and absolutely not.
Okay.
So the non-negotiables, so like we said earlier, I have a higher power that I call on to, which is Jesus. So I'm hoping I'm hoping for a praying man as well that calls on to Jesus, specifically Jesus.
Right.
A kind man, like I said, emotionally available. A must-have, like I said, tall. It's got to be tall, please. Please. So I am almost 40. So I think a good enough age range would be like 5 years younger to 5 years older.
You can't do more than 5 years older?
I could. I don't think I should. Now, remember I mentioned that we did scenario planning, and one of the things that we did was, okay, so imagine if, so I'm almost 40, so now imagine if I'm with a, let's say 50, 52-year-old. Now, the probability that his friends are in that, the probability is that his friends will be in that age range. Now, if he's a Yoruba man, now, imagine exactly. Do you think that I would be able to gel? Exactly, my personality might not.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Exactly. So
that is
why we shrunk the
Makes sense.
age range.
A lot of thought has gone into this.
I said we did scenario planning. No big joke. Yeah. So so 5 years younger to 5 years older. I'm outdoorsy. I like to go outside and do stuff. I like to hike. I play tennis. I like to work out. I'm not like consistent, but it would be nice if he was sort of, I guess, athletic is the word. Yeah, a little outdoorsy as well would be nice. I like to travel, so those are some of the things that I guess we could do together. Preferable. Now, I'm a Yoruba girl, and it would be nice if I could be two-state in Yoruba. It would be nice. It's not, Igbo works as well. Actually, whatever language you speak works. Preferably Yoruba, just because,
You understand it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like to go to parties. I like to go to Owambes. It's just, I think one of the things I'm discovering is that, or one of the things I'm unapologetically embracing is that I like these things. Because, when we're younger, I grew up in I had such a sheltered childhood that some of these things were frowned upon.
Okay.
And then discovering that I like it, it's almost like, wow. Like I said, I can do anything I like now. So nobody can tell me, you're going to party again.
Right.
That's how I like it too. So if you like it too, best. Now, I'm open to once divorced, with children, non-Nigerian. Let me give you that. And then, absolutely not. I can't do pastors who have the calling on them.
Okay. Speak up, please. You don't have to.
I don't have to.
It's an absolutely not. So let's our viewers hear.
No men of God. Like that's specifically your calling. Specifically your calling. Like if you are called to be a man of God, I can't be an yayad. I can't do it. And I think I should put the reason out there. I'm a pastor's kid. So I feel like for the first 40 years, I've been trying to shed that, not image, I've been trying to shed that
responsibility.
Yes. I don't want to go the next 40 years of my life, now taking on, and no, it's just, no, I've been there, done that, cool, I got the t-shirt, I have the experience, I have the scars, so no thanks. Good, as in like, congrats to you, I pray the Holy Spirit, anoints you more, but this I can't do it. I will not do any pastor or pastor in training. And the musician, unless it's John Legend, but I'm just saying, if singing is your passion, it's our lifestyles would gel. That's it. So yeah,
is there no absolutely not again? That you have 3 items there.
So it needs a little bit of context.
Okay, let's hear it.
Again, I am a Nigerian living in Lagos, Nigeria. And I guess it's one of the things that you encounter in dating. There is always the question of, can you cook? And it's exhausting. So when I first moved to Lagos, can you cook? We do shakara. Oh, yes, I can, and then you be like, yeah, but like, I'm not like, I don't think that I am partnering up with you to cook for you, clean for you. Like, you can pay somebody to do all those things. So if automatically, if anybody asks me, can you cook within the first 24 hours of meeting them? It doesn't matter if Even if it's just one of your friends that just passes by and the person is like, can you cook? Don't look like somebody that can cook. I will tell you I can't cook. As in, pay somebody to do that. Why do you need me to cook? And like, it's not, that's a house girl's job. You know? Now, so in the process of, dating, then because they're the Nigerian men that, this is a stereotype, obviously, but they're the men that insist that, and you hear the stories of the men who insist that their wives must come home from work and they must start making a fresh pot of stew.
Every day.
Every day. Now think about this. Depending on where you live in Lagos, you probably have to leave the house at 6 a.m. to go to work. You and your wife are going to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. You work the 8 hours. You now spend another 2-3 hours in traffic. And then she comes home and then you're like, okay, now she should start making food for you. And you insist that you don't want soup that's been in the freezer overnight, over the last week, or, because you would cook in,
bulk.
Cook in bulk, keep it so that it make this, the whole point is to make life easier.
Right.
So I have my last point as absolutely not people that need to eat fresh soup every day, because I'm not the one.
I mean, if you're a kept woman though, I mean, if you're at home, even if you're a kept woman and you are a full housewife.
I'm not.
I feel like if you are going to keep me at home, not doing anything, you can eat fresh pot of soup every day. It has to be that you are paying my salary.
No, I'm sorry. Even if I'm a kept woman, it's not like, no. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
Well, you heard it from her. All right, guys. Well, it has been a pleasure, Damilola, having you on the show. Guys, tell us if you're in that space right now, tell us what your experiences are in the comment section. Tell us some of your experiences. Also, tell us how can she put herself out there if she does not want to be in the dating?
How do you put yourself out there?
Yes. How do you put yourself out there if you're not using the dating app? And how can my dear Damilola put herself out there if she's not using the dating app? Because Damilola is getting married next year. We're speaking it into existence. She's getting married next year. So I'll let you all know when she's getting married. But guys, until next time, it has been an absolute pleasure. Please like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. And
and listen to Damilola's podcast.
Yes, Damilola has a podcast
I have a podcast with two of my dear friends. I call them the Chiomas. It's called Let's Get Loud. You can find it anywhere you listen to podcasts. Basically, we describe it as an extension of our group chats, where anything we see that we've discussed in the group chat, we discuss it. Preferably, we don't like to talk about men, but every once in a while, the topic comes up. But yes, check it out. It's called
I listen to it on Spotify. Let's Get Loud. It's nice. I like to listen to it when I'm working out because it lets it pass. It's so interesting. You feel like you're with them. Sometimes I'm even talking. Like I'm also talking to those instances or those situations they're talking about. It's so much fun. But till next time, guys, thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye.